If you can still do these moves at 70, you're winning life. Reaching 70 and still feeling like you're winning life is a wonderful thought. But what does winning really mean at that age? Not the medals or the accolades, but the little things. The moments that feel like victories, because they show that you've lived well. If you're 70 and still can do these moves, consider yourself a champion of life. Let's take a look at why these seemingly simple abilities are actually big windfalls. First, if you can climb a flight of stairs without gasping for air, you're ahead of the curve. You probably won't feel like a huge accomplishment while you're hauling yourself up those stairs. Maybe you're just heading to the bedroom or the kitchen for a snack, but give credit where credit's due. Stair climbing isn't just a way to get to the next floor. It's like a secret fitness test hiding in plain sight. Studies show that as people age, their cardiovascular health tends to decline. By the time you turn 70, your aerobic capacity can be down by up to 40% compared to when you were in your 30s, according to a report from the American Heart Association. That's a big number, but it's not static. The problem is that stair climbing forces your heart, lungs, and muscles to work at the same time. It's a true multitasking workout that doesn't require a gym membership. In fact, a fascinating study conducted in Europe asked participants over 60 to climb 3 flights of stairs. The researchers weren't just ruthless, they wanted to see who could do it in under 90 seconds. The results were astounding. Those who did were less likely to have cardiovascular problems over the next 10 years. Yes, something as simple as stairs turns out to be a crystal ball for future health. Imagine you are 70 years old and you are visiting a friend who lives in an apartment building. The elevator is not working. Are you an adult and sitting in the lobby waiting for them to come down, or are you confident in walking up the stairs? It might even be an opportunity to joke about climbing stairs if you are a teenager. You can not only climb stairs but crush them. The ability to climb stairs without feeling like you have run a marathon is a big deal. It shows that your heart is pumping blood efficiently. Your lungs are supplying oxygen like professional athletes, and your muscles can withstand the challenge. So if you can do it without breaking a sweat or with just a little agility, you are winning. Not everyone can say that, and that makes your ability to climb stairs worth celebrating. Next time you're climbing the stairs, maybe deliberately skipping the elevator, consider it a personal victory. Being able to remember what you had for lunch yesterday may seem trivial. After all, PAs are always paying attention to every meal. But when you stop and think about it, memory plays a huge role in how we age. It's not just about remembering what you ate, it's about keeping your brain sharp and ready for the next challenge. Cognitive decline is a real concern as we age. According to the Alzheimer's Association, about 1 in 9 adults over the age of 65 has some form of memory impairment. About 11% of the population might make you stop and think. But here's the good news: if you can easily remember that you had a sandwich with some chips or a slice of chocolate cake. For dessert, it's a sign that your brain is still working at full capacity. Memory is like a muscle that grows. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Think of it as giving your brain a workout without even realizing it. When you recall something as simple as lunch, you're exercising your cognitive muscles. And if you can remember conversations you had at lunch or a funny comment someone made, that's a cherry on top. Imagine you're sitting at a family dinner, and your grandchild asks you what you had for dinner yesterday. You smile and reply without hesitation, "Oh, I had a big salad with grilled chicken and a slice of apple pie." That's amazing. Not only shows your memory, but also sparks a connection. Sharing the little details of the day helps you connect with the world around you. Memory is tied to many factors such as an active lifestyle, balanced nutrition, and regular mental engagement. Studies have shown that simple activities like reading, solving puzzles, or even chatting with friends can help your brain function better. If you supplement your diet with nutrient-rich, brain-boosting foods like berries, nuts, and green leafy vegetables, you will give your memory an extra boost. So if you can laugh about what you ate yesterday, remember your next dessert, or even tell a funny story about your meal, you're doing more than just remembering. You're proving that your mind is still working well and ready for what's to come. Keep those memories coming for their small victories. It's worth celebrating. It's about balance, not embarrassment. I'm not talking about the kind of thing where you have to juggle the responsibilities of life. That's a whole other ballgame. What I'm talking about is the ability to actually stand on one leg for 10 seconds. It might sound like something kids do in play, or maybe a magic trick you do to show off your yoga skills. But wait, because this little movement is actually the gold standard for measuring longevity. Imagine you're standing in your living room and someone challenges you to stand on one leg for 10 seconds. It doesn't seem like a big deal. Well, the research tells a different story. A study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that people in their 70s who could balance on one leg for 10 seconds were 50% less likely to suffer serious health complications in the years to come. That's right, 50%. It's like a superpower. It just takes a little focus and practice. Balance isn't just about good posture or looking graceful. When you stand still, it's a complex combination of strength, coordination, and mental focus. Think about it, when you stand on one leg, your body has to work overtime to keep you balanced, your muscles are engaged, your core is activated, and your brain is firing signals to make sure you don't wobble all over the place. It's an impressive display of coordination, believe it or not, but one that has a huge impact on your overall health. Now imagine you're walking in the park and you see a person in their 70s standing on one leg with ease. Maybe they're doing it again as a stretch, or maybe they're showing off to younger people. Either way, it's pretty impressive. Just standing on one leg for a few seconds isn't just fun, it's a sign that your muscles are strong and your coordination is great. If you can stand like a flamingo without falling over, you have a level of physical mastery that many younger people would envy. You're demonstrating that you're in tune with your body, and that's a huge win. Plus, if you can't maintain your balance, it means you're less likely to fall and injure yourself. Health complications are greatly reduced, so next time you get a chance, try balancing on one leg for 10 seconds. You might be surprised at how much it says about your overall health and vitality. It's one of those little things that when you do it, you can actually say, yes, I'm winning at life. Now let's talk about something that is truly priceless. The joy of a good laugh, the kind that makes your stomach shake, your eyes water, and your face wrinkle up like a happy raisin. If you can still find humor in the oddities of life. If you can still tell jokes or laugh about something silly, you're not only winning at life physically, you're winning emotionally and mentally. It's not just a happy reaction. It's a sign that you're resilient, that your emotional core is in good shape. After all, humor, it boosts your immune system and even improves your color tolerance. Yes, you heard that right. A good laugh doesn't just make you feel better instantly. It has real physical benefits. Think about those times when you laugh so hard your sides hurt, that feeling. A good laugh is actually your body's way of giving itself a small dose of feel-good chemicals, like a natural stress reliever. As we get older, life tends to throw us curve-balls. Maybe a loved one moves away or a health scare leaves you panicking. The world moves faster than we would like, and suddenly everything seems to change overnight. But this is where humor comes to the rescue. Laughter is more than just a joy. It acts as a cushion. It softens the blows of life, makes difficult situations a little more bearable, and helps us adapt when life seems to be spiraling out of control. The ability to laugh at yourself or find humor in circumstances is a sign of emotional maturity. It shows that no matter what happens, you can still roll with the punches. I remember an older friend of mine once said that the funniest stories about her youth, she would laugh her heart out as a teenager, and you could see the joy that simple act of laughter brought her. Despite going through so many difficult times, she always found a way to laugh. She didn't just laugh at a joke. She laughed at life, all the surprises it threw her. Because so if you're still chuckling at your favorite comedy, telling a joke to a friend, or even just laughing at your own mistakes, you're doing more than just having fun. You're proving that your spirit is still intact, that you're still emotionally strong and ready to face whatever comes next, and that's a win every time. Let's talk about something that might not seem like a big deal, but is actually about connection. If you're 70 and still making an effort to cultivate friendships or build new ones, you're doing something that many others struggle with. Loneliness is one of the biggest challenges many older adults face. It's a sneaking feeling that can slowly creep up on you, especially when people stop taking an interest in your life. Changes in the way you feel are making you feel disconnected, and it's more common than you think. According to the National Institute on Aging, 30% of adults over 70 experience significant loneliness, accounting for nearly a third of those who lack the kind of social connections that make life vibrant and fulfilling. But here's a silver lining. If you're still making an effort to socialize, stay in touch with old friends, or even make new ones, you're already ahead of the curve. Studies have shown that people who maintain strong social connections tend to live longer and have better mental health. In fact, you're doing your brain and body a huge favor by staying socially active. So the next time you meet up with a friend for coffee or share a laugh, know that you're not only boosting your happiness, but also your longevity. It's interesting to look at places like the Okinawa region of Japan, which is famous for its centenarians. These are people who live well into their 100s, and what do researchers think makes them so? One of the most common factors is that they find that their social networks are strong. Okinawans live with the understanding that sharing stories, support, and even laughing together is crucial to maintaining health and happiness. They have something called a mai, which is a lifelong group of people who support each other. Whether it's a group of friends you've had for decades or a new group you're just starting out with, these connections are invaluable. So, if you're still the organizer of your weekly book club or have a coffee buddy who's been your go-to guy for years, you're richer than most people realize. Because it's not about the material things, it's about the things you own. It's about the richness of your relationships. If you have people to laugh with, chat with, and share your life with, you have created a legacy of love and connection that will carry you on for years to come. So continue to nurture those friendships. Make new connections and show up for the people who matter to you. You are not only maintaining your social life, but you are also ensuring that you stay mentally sharp and emotionally strong as you age. Let's explore something that may seem like a normal part of your day, but actually says a lot about your independence: is cooking. Think about it when you walk into the kitchen, open the pantry. Grab your favorite ingredients and cook something delicious. It may not seem like a big deal, but the truth is it is a sign that you can still do it. Cooking is not just about putting ingredients together, it is about having the mobility to stand, having the coordination to chop, and having the memory to do it recipe-wise. It's also about giving yourself a little love, even if you're just cooking for one person. The act of preparing a meal is a great reminder that you're still in control of your life. And here's the thing. Cooking is not only an act of self-sufficiency, but also linked to better health. A long-term study in Sweden found that older adults who cooked for themselves were more likely to maintain a balanced diet and had a significantly lower risk of chronic diseases. In fact, the study found that people who cooked for themselves had a 25% lower risk of health problems like heart disease and diabetes. So when you stand at the stove or stir-fry your favorite dish, know that you are doing more than just satisfying your taste buds. You are actively taking steps to stay healthy and strong. Now, let's talk about deeper joys. There is something incredibly satisfying about creating something from scratch. Not just the end result, but the process. The feeling of kneading dough, mixing ingredients, or carefully crafting a meal with your own hands gives you a sense of accomplishment. It is a moment when time slows down and you can focus entirely on yourself and the task at hand. Connecting with the present moment is a form of mindfulness, and it's good for your soul. It's also a great way to connect with memories that may be there. Whether you're following your grandmother's recipe or recreating a dish from a holiday, whatever the inspiration for cooking, it's an expression of creativity and care. So if you're still in the kitchen, flipping pancakes, tossing a salad, or whipping up a hearty stew, you're not just cooking, you're embracing your independence, nourishing your body and reminding yourself that age is just a number. You're living proof that the simple pleasures of cooking can help you feel alive, healthy, and connected to life. Honestly, who doesn't love a good meal made with a little love? Each of these 6 things is made possible by climbing stairs, remembering yesterday's lunch, balancing on one leg, laughing often, maintaining friendships, and cooking for yourself. These may seem like small feats on their own, but taken together they paint a picture of someone who is thriving. These abilities are more than physical. They are signs of resilience, adaptability, and joy at 70. Being able to do them reflects a full life and a resilient spirit. So if you are 70 and can still tackle these things with ease, you are not only winning at life. You are proving that age is no barrier to living a full life.